Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. All our videos are for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to follow any of our signals as long as you are on SIM. All our videos for educational purpose only. So please follow us on a SIM. Uh, Normally we start around 10 o'clock, and today we need to look a little bit at the ES and to see what's going on with the ES. We just hit the target, which we have talked about those institutional numbers usually on Friday, the first 2 hours. Right now on the market analyzer, based on one contract, we have 546 ticks. On the scalper, we have 623 ticks based on one contract. You will find a new signal on the first column here when the signal change, and you will see the signal change on the scalper on the first column as well. So at the moment, we don't have any trade on the ES. We will examine the market and start look what we have for today. So the blue charts are for the swing market. Is right to the left upper corner, and we use the white charts for the right upper corner here. As you see right now, the ES has a new signal: buy 33.4175, target 33.50, and this is the ES signal. And if you want to follow any of those signals, please be on the SIM. On the other type of an auto trade, there are totally different type of an auto trade. We have this kind of auto trade. This is a totally different. It's not connected to the signal, and we nailed 2,000, and they're all on the minutes, and we nailed on the Nasdaq the same number practically every day, almost every day, 1,400. On the ES, target hit 1387, and we still have one more on that auto trade, because this one here is a base on 5 minutes, and this one here based on 4 minutes, and this one here has 1,750 in that trade. So we try to stay on minutes on the auto trades. Aggressive, you can use 1 or 2 minutes. Medium, 2 or 3 minutes, or 4 minutes, a little bit higher. And you can use the 5 minutes for conservative trade. So we will monitor this market, and then we will start giving you feedback. Where is this market going within a few minutes? There is not much to say right now on the ES. Once we can predict the ES, we can predict the whole market. Some request yesterday asking how or what kind of CD or what kind of book you recommend to if you want to learn the market. And I don't recommend anything. I have tried that before many years ago, and by the time you open the first page and you finish the book, you forget what you have read on the first page. So, and it is if and if and if and if, and that is not working if you want to learn the market. In our days, in the 80s, it was no mini ES, and it was not there is no Back then, the NinjaTrader did not even exist. And back then we were using, out of Geneva, Switzerland, the e-signal, and it was no internet. It was based on satellite. And when our clients at this broker put an order, was not like now. You have a timer, you click on it, and then you fax him his order. So, but for if you are the recommendation if you wanted to start really want to get serious on it, the solution is it's not paying to be in a trading room. It's not, I mean, if you wanted to have a small knowledge, it's okay to go to any trading room for a month to get something if you are missing. But the best way to learn, and is I'm sorry, I'm talking and there is a million people chatting with me. And the best way to to learn the market is to open a new chart with nothing in it and don't color the bars. This is very important, not to color the bars. And what you do, you can go on ATM, learn how to build your own ATM, and NinjaTrader, they can show you how to build your own ATM strategy with your stop loss trailing stop. The things is, okay, we have a lot of traders excited with their trades today. I'm sorry, and I want to share this information. Maybe I will look at it later. The things is, guys, on your free time, try to visual the levels and you can see, you know, you don't need to learn the name on every single bar. I find it a waste of time, and it does not work. It's not important, but later on you catch which, when you have a big bars and small bars, it is very important. Doesn't matter if it's called banana bar or and banana bar, or plus or minus. Don't go through this trying to memorize the name of every single bar. It is very important to see how long and how small is the bar. It's irrelevant, the rest don't work anymore. That was in the 80s, but now don't work anymore. So we don't need to memorize the name of every single bar. I forgot them all, actually. It's been many years. But when we were trading the big ES, we were using this, and it was a very little indicators to use back then. Just a couple moving averages and coloring the bar, but it was nothing really like what we have in 2020. For the real ones, I'm not asking you to invest money to learn the market, but I can, by taking 3 trades every day on a sim and trying to beat the market as much as you can, and try to take a sim trade and try to see where you can use your stop loss and where most likely is going to be your target. And that is you make mistake 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. The first week you are a disaster trader and there is nothing but losing trades. Then the week after you start understand a little bit of the tricks, how the bars move, and then you start understand those levels within 3-4 weeks, and that stays with you for the rest of your life without paying anyone money to take on a sim, couple of 3 trades a day. And the whole idea is understand not taking the trades all day long, because then you're going to miss it. Allow yourself 3 trades a day and try, let's say the first week on a sim you lost $1,000. Maybe the second week you will lose 700 on a sim. And then the week after you start losing 500 because you start understanding how the bars move. So I will not advise you, look how the bar now start. I will not advise you to go buy a book. I will not advise you to go buy a CD, because if this condition is this and this, you can do this and that and this. And a lot of if. But in the reality, all those if, you forget about them. So as we see here, now it broke that level. Now we are examining the market movement without any colors on the bars. And now we understand where is those level. And then once we break those level, here's your second one, and here's your third one. And now you start understand where is the highs and the lows and the low highs and all this. You start understand where it is and where. So when you take a little training on an empty chart like this, and this is not a commercial or marketing things, it's an empty chart by your Ninja Trader. And once you are done with that, and gradually you start putting 1 or 2 of your favorite indicators you have. Whatever indicator is good for your eyes and you understand it, and then you start getting help as a second opinion from those indicators, but now you understand the bar movement. It is very important before you even invest $1 in this business to understand your bar movement and where is the probability, where is those level. And you don't need to use tools to start with, because what we need to learn is the price, how this market and why this market start turning around, and where is this level right now. I can draw my fib lines on this one here without going and measure from one place to another, and I don't need to look for too much in order for me to draw my lines on an empty chart and understand where is the return or where is the projection on the chart. So yesterday we had like what kind of book you think or you recommend. It is all wasting time and money. This is because this business you cannot just download it from one guy's brain and now you can use it and now you are a happy trader. No, but this one here, there is no way out of it that you need to practice. So If we wanted to practice, this is the best way to practice and try to understand what is your target and what is your stop loss. Based on this empty chart, I can draw what is my stop loss and what is my target. Don't ever put 20 ticks blindly and maybe the market is gonna go 90 ticks. So by measuring the levels, I will understand where the probability is the target without any indicator and when I need to drag. And this is a trick you have to learn. Once, don't let the market, if the market turning around, don't let it stay in there. Another trick you can do is initiate another trade and don't go negative on the other one, break even as soon as possible. So try to do this manually. So now if this market gonna go that direction, I will get filled. So try to cover how this market work and try to understand how this bar is moving. And if you do this by yourself for a couple of 3 weeks, and then if you want to auto trade, you can auto trade. And then if you want a manual trade, you can a manual trade. And now I understand what is my support and resistance, and I know where to put my stop loss, and then get into this habit. The market, when the minutes start going to your direction, break even. I prefer to lose $5 on a commission than $200. And if this market goes back and knock me out of that trade, I will go back again. How many people will tell you this? You need to practice on an empty chart. How many companies out there can tell you that? There is not much. But this way you can catch the trends. You start learning how the bar's moving. And why we need to do this on an empty chart? Because when we are auto trading, any kind of auto trading, most of the time the auto trades, most of you do not use indicators. Most of you. You can use an indicator and then activate an auto trade. But when you are auto trading and you have a clean chart here, and you have some profit, which we have done at the trend and stop, and the stop loss separate for the advanced traders. You can take them up and down. You can extend the target. But when you're trying to auto trade, and if you try to do this non-stop for a couple of weeks, trying to take a sim trade on that chart, doesn't matter if you make money or not. For the ones that want to change their jobs or their career, before you jump on a fully automated pilot, you have to learn the basic before you start flying. So if you do this for a couple of 3 weeks, 4 weeks, every day, bang on it for an hour, 1 hour a day, it doesn't matter if you make money or not. Eventually you start understand your level, and you start knowing where to draw your lines, and before you know it, you can even draw your fib lines on it without even measuring from the top to the bottom. and all this, because still a lot of people make mistake when they want to try to measure their fibs and all that, and which time frame. They always dispute about it. I don't want to even go near there. But once we start learning where is the high, where is the low high, where is the market is turning from, as an example 33.43, this is a simple method. Now we are here. Let's see if this bar cross above this level here. That's mean we are changing direction. As you see, look, it's right there. It's showing, it's telling you. And it is very important level. And there we go. We're trying to close above that. That's mean if this bar closing above that level here, that's mean we are going to the long side. So when we are, most of the guys, when they are auto trading, they're not using indicators, they are using an empty chart. When you do this kind of training, and then let's say you want to do the scalping from the right upper corner, now when we add the fibs, now we understand how the bars move, and now we understand how those bars move, and then we add fib lines in there. You don't have to draw them. They are automatic and they update automatic. Now we are going to the right direction to improve our trading skill without this banana things that we are smart enough we can cut the corners. In this business, you cannot cut corners in this business. So there is no cutting corners in this business. And eventually, when the market get stuck somewhere or get a chop, that's when the filter separate traders from one to the other. So if two traders are using the same type of an auto trade, when one can recognize it is over and the other guy does not recognize it and using the same entry, the same auto trade, does not mean two people using the same auto trade, the same entry, they will walk away with the same money. There is no such things in the market. You turn on an auto trade and go honeymooning and coming back and find out you're rich. There is no such things, and it will not be in your lifetime and my lifetime. You need to, even if you are using fully automated trade like this one here, the gray one, it's okay to go half an hour, wash your car, run to the supermarket to grab something for 15, 20 minutes. But you cannot leave a live trade unattended and expecting coming home and find out you're rich. Does not exist, because it could be lost connection, could be overfilled by your broker, could be your Ninja Trader crash, your system crash, your computer want to update, Microsoft want to update. This has happened to me once on the server, just rebooted itself, and I had open in position. Could be many things. So when you are trying to learn, click on this one here, buy and sell, and try to put your target. One day you will be scalping, one day you will be reversing, and then you will learn the price action. This is the problem with the market. You cannot just download it. You have to earn it. You have to practice it. Somebody's ideas whether it's mine or somebody else. I'm not attacking any firm here. Somebody's idea maybe does not fit your trade. Maybe somebody's idea, you are not on that level to understand what he's saying. Or maybe he's just a guy pop out of nowhere and he find out there is something called trades, and now he thought he can write a book about it because his mother told him he's smart. So you don't know this person you're going to buy the CD from or the book from. Even by the most famous traders, when you read their books, there is something missing. There is one key is missing, because you can follow their steps, step by step, and you cannot get the same results. So this is all is irrelevant to your personal account, and the only time for those ones they send us an email what their recommendation, which book to buy. Don't buy a book. Come in, open an empty chart, and take a trades like this, and you will learn how the market moves. So this is my opinion, and it is your money, and you can do whatever you wanted to do with it. But once you start doing this, and then you start seeing the market going back and forth here, and then if we can add some fibs in there, actually that's all what you need to trade. Now, for the advanced trader, we can go in here and we can see the target is all the way up for the institutional, and the high time frame is in red. So then we can see here on the ES how many lines we have here indicate this ES is not going long. So if we want to open an empty chart, and we can look at this blue chart, I can see there is no long trade, and I can see disaster trading on the ES at the moment. Once you start understand those, you have no problem auto trading or manual trading. You can have the auto trade take the trade for you. You can filter the signals when there is a bad signal. You're no longer at the mercy of any kind of auto trade, whether our auto trade or somebody else auto trade. You're not at the mercy of it. So again, this message to this guy thinking he's gonna go ahead and use a couple of $300 and hoping this company is gonna invest with him. This company wanna invest with a trader, not for a guys or trying to cut corners, because what happened, they know you're gonna get caught and you're gonna fail. They know that. But the ego is blinding those traders that you cannot ask a company to give you money and you are not a trader. You just want to bull yourself around it by using an auto trade, borrowing money, using auto trade. You're not putting any effort and expecting to get success. And that is not going to work. Has not worked. We've been dealing with the public for 12 years, and it's been a nightmare. And some success, some did not. And the ones that did not succeed, is us to blame, or Ninja Trader to blame, or the weather, or somebody. But the only ones they can blame is themselves, because there is no easy out from learning the market. There is no easy way out. So we have right now middle of we have created right now a new auto trade, and we're gonna be putting it. It will not be released to the traders on Monday. It will not be released to the traders on Monday again. So don't hammer me right now with messages. It will be testing next week, and we will try to share our testing here on this type of a new auto trade for an amateur traders don't know how to tweak an auto trade, but it does not mean they can close their eyes and the auto trade can trade by itself. It is a fully automated, very friendly use for amateur trading. It can fix their own target, can adapt to the target, can adapt to the time frame you are using, can adapt automatically to the instruments you are using. So this is a very wide, behind the scene, it is a very big auto trade, yet it is very simple. Just activate on and off, which we will be testing next week, and I will share the testing here publicly, and it will not be released to the traders next week. It will not be released again. So please, traders, do not send me emails you want, and I don't need your help to test it with me. So, because we have some traders, they say, well, send me copy, Sam, I'll help you test it. But I don't know how to do the installation. Can you come and do the installation for us? So, we do not want anyone. We have the proper people testing it. And I will be testing it also next week. So this is right now at the moment there is no trade, so I'm gonna stay quiet a little bit before I get in trouble. And when we see the market is moving, we will be highlighting what's going on. On the ES, there is no long trade, period. There is no long trade, guys, on the ES. And the ES right now is sitting on idle here, and there is not much going on with the ES trades. So it's going from 39.50, projecting from 33.47. If you are a good light-handed scalper, you can do that. And if you are not, leave it alone, because the market is, and especially the Nasdaq, if we look at the market analyzer, is taking a lot of beat, the Nasdaq at the moment. So there is a lot of, there is not much going on at the moment with the trades until we see some kind of breakout. But the market is going back and forth between the projection at 33.39 and it is very Lorenzo, very choppy market at the moment. But for the Nasdaq trader, there is probably once we cross that level here, we can put a limited order on 28 level on a sim, sell order at 11,028. But ES, there is no long trade, and the ES is jammed in this area here. So there is no direction, no trend, very chopped market. And I will not, today is a Friday, I will not advise you to jump on the market immediately. I strongly advise you to be a little bit wiser today. Okay, this is where we told you it is a very good entry. Watch on the target. You have to be light-handed, and most likely by before 12 o'clock we will hit the second target is 97950. So this is a good short trade right there. Okay, guys, we're about to hit the target on the ES, and we are going to the third target, and is we have a heavy support area here. I'm not expecting to go all the way down to the 33.1625, but the market is about done for today. There is not much going on, and the Russell, I'm gonna leave it as is. So final target for today, I mean before 12, is 33.15. That's it, guys. There's not much going on. Okay, guys, I believe we are done for today. There's not much going on, and we wish you a really nice weekend, and please be safe. And to our members, we will see you on Monday. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. Bye for now.